Messieurs, dames, un tout petit rappel de mon côté, on a la traduction simultanée anglais-français, donc si vous avez besoin de ça, s'il vous plaît, c'est dehors, là, l'équipage pour la traduction simultanée. Petit rappel. Okay, so Martina, what comes next, please?
Yes, I hope you're ready to plunge into our next speech. It's a technical part of our morning keynote. Please welcome on stage Mr. Lukas Schopp, our WinCC OA product manager.
Lukas, enlighten us.
Bonjour, hello. Welcome to the presentation of the news about WinCC open architecture. My name is Lukas Schopp and I'm the product manager, and I'm so proud to be here and show you what we are planning for the new version, for the release 3.13. And I'm also welcome all the guys who are sitting at home the next weeks and listen and watching the records of this session, because not all were able to come today, but we also want to bring all the information to the world out there. What is the glue in between WinCC OA for the new version? We need your feedback to bring our product to be the best. We have 4 big bullet points for today. What I want to mention, what your feedback is coming to the version. We have the user days from last year, our discussion and feedback session. I will show you what was there inside. We have the feedback from the current version. We have your wishes, you're bringing the whole year to us. And also, we have the customer survey we are doing always. So at first, the user days last year. You brought some interesting points to us. For example, on the graphic and GEDI parts, you want to have then an editor for the CNS. What is CNS? I will explain that also later. We also want to improve the UI parts we have in the product currently. We have some core function you want to improve. You want to have better performance on the system, multi-threading, versioning, so version control of your files, security, and also a big part last year was the improvement of the reporting system or reporting in WinCC OA. You want to have web-based reporting, one-click reports, better usability in total. So, what was also feedback we got from you for the version, for the current version 3.12? I have the big 10 best features we got as feedback from you. At graphics and GEDI, we have the layout management, which we brought last year, multi-touch, what you also have seen out there, ultra-light client enhancements, and UI features. There were a lot last year. We also have done some improvements on add-ons and driver part. So the WinCC OA operator app, what you also see out there on the table, was a big feedback from you and also from the market that this is a really nice feature. New drivers last year, and the video management was also a great feature you told us last year. Also, we have built in last year, in the last version, in the core functions, the SSL encryption, security, SVN versioning, so you can integrate the SVN versioning tool into the GEDI. That was also a big thing for all our customers. And we have done a disk management system for all your distributed systems to configure from one centralized station per one click and really easy. There are always wishes from our customers, and I'm really open that you send all the wishes to me and tell me the next days and also the whole year, bring the wishes to me. When we know the wishes, then we can think about and we can bring them to the system. What we already know, you want more enhancement on the ultralight client. You want enhancement on the layout management. On the add-ons and driver part, you want to have the IC 61400, you want video recording for the video management system, and you want to have our OA operator app on Android working. It's currently only on iOS. Another wish is you want to enhance our disk management system. You want to have 32 bits for embedded controllers, and for example. And one big part last year was also you have problems with large queries because sometimes they're not that fast enough. So, because that part, reporting and also data handling, big queries was a big point last year, we have done a survey this year. So we have asked you how you use our system, especially on data handling. So one of our questions was how you compress your data in your system. And we have seen that there are a lot of people out there which are using our analog 1 and 2 data structure for compressing, and also our C1, C2, C3. All the people who are using it, they know what that is. That they're using all that standard function. Also, Oracle compression, which is a standard from WinCC OA. And in total, that means that you are using, and 85% of our users using standard functionality of WinCC OA for compression. So the outcome of that was when you're using standard functionality and we improving that standard functionality, it's the best benefit. So that's one of the outcomes. Also, how should the system react for untypical reports? What is an untypical report? For example, if you want to have a report of 1 year of all second values, I think there's no screen in the world which has enough pixels to display, for example. And how should the system react if you trigger such an report? We have asked you some questions. Should the system do that or that? In total, the outcome was the system should be more robustness. Okay? That is the input we got, and we will bring all these things and ideas to the system, and you will see in some minutes what the first step for data handling we brought to the system. Also, what is about reporting? We ask you, what are you using in the system for reporting? There are a lot of guys out there which are using the variable trend, which is standard functionality, the alarm screen, and Excel report. But all the people which are using that standard functionality do also have the needs to have a customized reporting. So the outcome is also, if customers using our standard functionality for reporting, they also require an own customized reporting interface to connect to the system. Then we also ask you which tools you use to get data out of the system and report for your management or also for your needs. We have seen that more than 40% of you using Crystal reports, and all others is more or less really split up. So there are a lot of different tools out there in the market what you want to connect to the system. So what the feedback is for us? The reporting, which is provided from WinCC OA, should be open for different reporting tools. Okay, that's what we see. And can you show what we have done? At first, all this information we got from you And also today, a small advertising for the afternoon. Günther and I, we have the discussion and feedback session again this year in the room 3. Join us and tell us all your wishes, and we're open to discuss all about WinCC OA. But we tried to bring all your wishes into the next version, 3.13. So what we are doing, we are listening, we design, and we create what you need. With all the information, what I have told you now, what are the points you are bringing to us, I have tried to categorize these to these 4 parts. We have core functions, graphics and GEDI, add-ons and reporting, and drivers. And in the following slides, I will show you what we're doing on each of these parts. Starting with core functionalities. We have done a really nice thing about speeding up the system, giving better performance, and what all this is about, we brought together in a short movie. Enjoy it.
Caching of data point information. The data point information is needed to translate the machine-level information into user-friendly readable information. In previous versions, when restarting a user interface, it was necessary to retransmit all data point information. Previous versions provided a special function called local cache, but it was also necessary to retransmit all data point information after any database changes. A new user interface requires transmission of the complete data point information for the initial connection. For the latest version, we changed this behavior. When a user interface is restarted, only the changed data point information is transmitted to the user interface. A new user interface requires transmission of the complete data point information for the initial connection. The large amount of initial connection data caused a long waiting time when restarting a user interface. Data point information could be quite large amounts of data. In some projects, this could be 200 megabytes or more. This enhancement has also a positive effect on distributed systems. If you lose the connection between distributed systems, and you change something in the database, only the changed data point information is retransmitted. The new caching of data point information leads to faster startup times, lower network usage, higher performance due to lower CPU and memory usage, less blocking during UI startup and reconnect. Caching of data point information.
Yes, if you are asking for better performance, higher performance, we are open to deep dive into our core functions to provide your better performance. So this was a really deep down in the core functionality change, and that's not enough. We have brought more. We have brought the feature one-way dist. What is one-way dist? You have a big distributed system, and all your distributed systems are configured as a data gathering station. So you have one centralized station which has all the information of all your connected systems. You also have the PLC connected to your stations locally and to the central station. Therefore, you have a lot of data point copies in your central station. But how you can improve all this mechanism in the end, and how you can also bring lower network usage to that. That will explain a short movie.
One-way dist. Most of the architectures, which are using dist, have a local copy of the data points of the distributed systems in the central station. Therefore, the data point information of the central station is growing and growing. This means that big data point information of the central station is transmitted to the distributed systems, with no need because that are just copies. With the new functionality one-way dist, you can deactivate the exchange in one direction, so the big data point information is not transmitted to the distributed systems. The new functionality one-way dist leads to better support of big data gathering architectures, faster startup times, as well as lower network usage due to no useless exchanges, and less blocking of operation due to faster reconnect. One-way dist.
So there are some really big improvements ongoing on our support of distributed systems and on your big and large systems. But there's much more. You also asked us to improve the data handling of our system and also our reporting. Your wishes were something like web-based reporting, better usability, common reporting interface, as you have seen in our survey, to bring more and different reporting tools to connect to the system. As you can see here, we are thinking about some core WinCC OA reporting, which is combining all the functionality and making a lot of intelligent choices for you. So all our components in WinCC OA will connect to that. And also you from outside with a third-party reporting tool, or in the future with the semantic information server, you can connect to our system, get data out there. And how all this is working? I have one more movie.
Enhanced data handling and reporting. The new enhanced data handling and reporting is faster and better than before. But honestly, why do you need that? For example, you can see all data at your fingertips. Sometimes even only like this. In the version 3.13 of WinCC OA, the historical queries are many times faster. This allows you to analyze your asset values faster and keep your plant in sight. But this is about much more. Due to this improvement, reporting is also significantly faster, and with the new bar widget, it is also visually stunning. With the new web-enabled reporting interface, other third-party reporting tools like BERT can be easily integrated. Reports can be easily generated and displayed on the web with the supplied templates for BERT. With the new enhanced data handling and reporting in WinCC OA version 3.13, you have a lot of advantages. Faster historical queries, web-enabled reporting interface, integration of third-party reporting tools like BERT, better usability due to new bar widgets and BERT templates, enhanced data handling and reporting.
Yeah, that's a big improvement for this version, and we will improve that for the next version too. So there is a a lot of work to do in that part. But what we can bring with the version 3.13 is, and we will, is a common reporting interface based on the SOAP web service communication. And as you have seen in the survey, a lot of people are using Crystal reports. You can connect with Crystal reports to this SOAP interface and get all your data out of the system. There is also one open source reporting tool named BIRD. It's a part of Eclipse. And this is also a SOAP interface. And we will also provide some templates for you to generate one-click reports out of your system. Ultralight enhancement. What have we done in the version and what will we do? We have already done a lot of enhancement on the alert table, on the trend. We have built in an auto logout and scaling functionality. That's really, you need that in the web because you have a lot of different devices and you want to log out them when you don't do anything and you also don't want to scale. So that are really nice features. And we are working on some more on that part for the Ultralight. But more on that, what we are doing on the Ultralight client, we will show on the SPS fair in November in Nuremberg. So come and join us in the SCADA launch together with Simatic SCADA. So we are all there. Come see our products and also see all what is new in our version 3.13, especially also on the Ultralight client. WinCC OA Operator app. You have seen the table out there, so it's really a nice thing. What have we done there? We brought a new protocol to that. Before we have XML RPC, now we are going with JSON, and we have now the possibility to bring the app from independent from the WinCC OA server. So an app is normally has a short release and update cycle, and we will improve the app faster over the year, and we want to have the possibility to connect also to existing WinCC OA project. We have brought the iOS 7 design to it, and one really nice function, we brought the phone book function. So you can connect your connected user to the system with your phone book. So if you have any problems on your site and you see, oh, for example, Bernhard is online, I can call him or text him directly via our system. That's really nice. We have also an iPad version now. So the iPad version has more space, more information, and a better usability in that part. And all this will be available in summer. So we will bring an update of our app in the summer. The NanoBox, we also already have seen from Bernhard and also from Frank, there are some really interesting trends in the market that we want to have smaller devices and all that. We have our Raspberry Pi as a prototype, but with the version 3.13, we will bring an official support, especially for the NanoBox. So there will be a full WinCC OA server running on the NanoBox. And I don't know who knows it. That's a real small device. It's more or less, I think it's exactly 1 liter of volume. And there you can run a whole WinCC OA server. You see the footprint, it's really small. And that's really amazing. No, sorry. Yeah. What else? We are coming to graphics and UI. We will support Qt5 with the new version. What is coming with that? We have this new nice bar widget, what you already have seen in the reporting movie. We also will enhance our trend and table widget, because this was also feedback from you that we should improve our existing UI elements. So there will come a lot of new features within the existing table and trend widget. And one really nice thing is that with Qt5 there is an official support of Android for Qt5. So we are working on that part that you can use an Android device connecting to a server as a full-blown native client. Currently, for the version 3.13, we cannot bring this to the release as an efficient part, but we will release that as a beta version. So it will not be on the CD, but if you want to test it at home, similar to the Raspberry Pi, write an email to us and we can do that you can use that. You can also test the Android UI out there on the table of our mobile table. Our working framework. You have seen last year that we have done a lot of usability work for our editors. We have brought with the mobile app a really nice and perfect usability part of our editors to configure the operator app. We now brought this framework to be used by you. So this framework will be part of the version, and you can design your own editors and wizard or application with that, with all the things with common look and feel, all the notification bar concept for usability, and we also will bring our new editors with that framework. So we will also have the same common look and feel within the product, and you can use your editors also to look like in the system. For example here, that's the new CNS editor. You will see also more tomorrow in the workshop what is new. What is CNS? Common Name Service. The thing is, behind that, you can have more flexibility in building hierarchies on your system. Currently, there is a strict type instance concept in our data points. But with the Common Name Service, you can make more flexible hierarchies connecting to your data points. So you can build up as much as different hierarchies as you want. For example, here I have shown one of the examples. So the thing is, you have the possibility to break out of the type instance and can get more flexibility to your system. And we have also done a really nice editor for CNS. Multitouch. We have released multitouch with the version 3.12. We also have a really nice feature on that, which is two-hand operation. It's really important for multitouch, so you don't do any command what you don't want. That's really easy. We have brought an own object for that. It's really easy for engineering. And we have done a really nice advertising movie for the multitouch. And I will show you that. Okay, what's next? We improved our drivers or the connectivity to the field. We brought last year the IEC 61850 client for energy. This year we will bring the 61400 client for wind power. And there is much more. We have an optimized WinCC 08 data model for this really big standard with mandatory and optional parts. We have an advanced engineering and import, so you can browse the device, you can import the information you need. And there is also a substation engineering. You can browse a whole substation and import all the information. So it's a really great thing in engineering that you win a lot of time. What's next? Also, we will have the possibility to connect to on-run PLCs. So there is a really nice thing because on-run is a big thing in Asian market, especially in gas monitoring and wastewater plants. Yeah, and video enhancement. Last year I told you we will enhance our video management. You also told me we need to make more, especially video recording, so DVR, sequence control, video exporting. We also will bring the current editor of video to our new framework, so it will also be one more really nice and best usability part of our system. And with 3.13, there's also the support of Linux servers. But what is all this DVR stands for? What can you do with that? This time I don't have a movie, I have a live movie. So, who can remember this picture, this panel from yesterday? It was at the registration, and a lot of people I told, can you click on the button? Just click. It was not anything happens yesterday, but what is the idea behind? I have recorded all of you. I hope there is no problem if I have recorded someone. But it's not only just recording at the point of the trigger. There's one special function for alarm recording. So you can configure your system that it's recording a buffer. And when you trigger an alarm, he will record or he will save the buffer 2, 3, 4 seconds before the alarm was, and 2 or 3 as you want to configure seconds after the alarm. So you will be able to analyze what happens before the alarm happens. And how this is looking, this is really nice. I have done that yesterday. So there are some guys clicking, and you see that, hey. And you see, we are also recording the things that happened before the alarm comes. So that is a really important thing to analyze your problems. Yeah. I'm not sure how we're in time. I have 50. Yeah. And on the left side, you see our sequence control. I have 2 cameras here. I have one here, and one is the camera of my PC. And they're switching in between every 2 seconds what I have configured. So that's really a nice thing when you have a lot of cameras in your system connected. Okay, I think we can provide the whole movie for all, then they yeah. I'm not sure. I think we're running out of time otherwise, or? Okay. So in total, what will we bring in the version 3.13? We have our 4 categories, what I have told you in the startup: core functions, graphics and GADI, add-ons and reporting, and drivers. And there are a lot of features in the new version. And I can tell you that it's really amazing. And you can see more details tomorrow with Andreas and Marcus and what is new. And for me, I want to show you now that before I have told you, we will bring all your wishes to the system, and now we also will glue together all the new things to bring out the new version 3.13. And this will say more or less from small system, from our nano box up to large system, we keep an eye on your needs. So what you need, tell us, we bring it to the system. And all this will be available in November this year. And come and join us at the SPS IPC Drives fair in Nuremberg at the SCADA launch together with all our Siemens colleagues, and it will be a big party with the new version. So come and enjoy all the new features for the version 3.13. But what's after that? Let's keep in short view to the future. We are already planning the next version. The next version will come in November 2015. We will call it the 3.14. And what will be inside? There are some main topics. We'll connect the semantic information server to our reporting tool. We will support more mobile devices, remote control, enhanced disk management, it will be in the next version, engineering usability, enhanced ultralight and Android UI, device-independent HMI, and the dark green parts, that's exactly why you're here, because we need your feedback. And that's the thing to make a last advertisement for tomorrow, for today in the afternoon. Come to our discussion feedback and tell us what you need so we can bring all this in the new version. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the short keynote about the WinCC version 3.13 and enjoy the rest of the day and tomorrow, and thank you.
Thank you, Lucas. It's absolutely great stuff. I'm sure our customers and the audience is as excited as I am about all this firework on new features which you presented right now. And I'm certain you have now a lot of questions, most likely about the technical stuff Lucas presented, but probably also about some of the topics you heard from the other keynote speakers this morning. That's why I'd like to actually open a question and answer session. I would like to ask all the speakers of this morning on stage to be ready to answer your questions. So please, guys, can you come up here? Now, while my colleagues are walking up on stage, I'm going to answer already one question, one very important question, which at least our European audience has in mind since last weekend. And the answer is no, absolutely not. Austrian women do not wear beards, okay? Please check for yourself with our nice colleagues which are here from Austria. Thank you. Please. Okay, we have also the opportunity to ask online through our mobile app service. So if you type in anything, an interesting question, it will actually come up here as well on stage. So, who is the brave one to raise the first question? Oh, Alexander.
Hi, so it's a technical question about Android client. Is it for just minimal configuration or something? It's for tablets or smartphone also? Is there any specific for this?
Yeah. Is my microphone on? Or? Yeah? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the Android UI will be a normal UI manager running on the Android UI, on the Android. So you can have all the functionality, full-blown UI functionality on your Android device.
My question was about the hardware requirements. What? Is it hardware requirements?
Hardware requirements.
Ah.
What kind of equipment we recommend?
we're at it's a beta status at the moment. There will be some parts where we say you need at least this hardware. It's something like also you have now with the iPad. There are some apps which are not running with an iPad 1 or something like that. But to be honest, currently I'm not able to say which hardware things we have to say.
I think before we release the beta, we would be ready
Yeah,
to
sure.
And
precise
so
actually the
it
hardware
will
requirement.
work on smartphone, for example, as a EV client?
Yeah, sure. You just have to handle the different resolutions on your own, yeah, with the layout management.
Okay, who's next? You think we have been so clear that there is no question open? Or are you so hungry? Probably that's rather the second one. Or both. Also from the French community, any questions with regards to Siemens France? Regional, national, François and Thierry are pleased to answer your questions.
Here we have a question.
Hello, Jean-Marc Fourneron from ITER project. We know that some of the specificities of WinCC OA is some existing certificates about safety, functional safety. And I wanted to know if it is some direction in which WinCC OA foresee to invest more energy, this usage of computerized SCADA for safety applications, or if it is something which is not on the main roadmap.
So the question is, what is our next steps actually towards CL3? May I ask Günther, actually, our head of OA, to answer this question?
Okay, you can hear me? Okay. Well, regarding safety applications, it is one of the most important cornerstones for our product strategy to develop us into that direction. And many of you might know that we had a valid certificate for accordance to 61508 until last April, and this has expired. We are currently in the process of the recertification, and that's not because we are just being lazy. It is because we have to change to the new edition of the standard, which imposes additional requirements on us on how we test and how we manage our tools. And the current state of that is that 3 weeks ago, we had colleagues from TÜV, so the certification body in-house. They conducted the audit, and we are waiting for their report. We had a first oral feedback that they see no difficulties, but of course we have to wait until they finally issue the new certificate. So it is an important cornerstone. We're going further in that direction, and we will continue that road. Is that answering your question?
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got a question here through the mobile app service.
So we have two, but
why restricting ultralight client to tablets and smartphones? Question mark. Clients use Web 2.0 and standard web browsers too. Would you like to answer that, Luki?
The thing is, I'm not sure if I have said that the ultralight client is restricted on tablets and smartphones because it's open for all browsers. We're supporting the Internet Explorer and Firefox, and with the new version we will also come for Chrome. So it's open for all browsers, the ultralight client. So you can use ultralight on your PC or on your tablet. So there is no difference. Yeah, and there was one question from Todd about the S7 driver. Yes, our current S7 driver is able to connect to the S7 1200 and 1500, but not with the new symbolic addressing. It's working with the classic mode. But yeah, we are working on the next step to communicate with the S7 1500 with the symbolic. But currently, to be honest, I cannot say when this will be in. We try for the next version, but give me some time, and it's latest at the SPS fair I can tell you more. Yeah. At first, will the JSON interface be available for third-party access like XML RPC? That yes, but there are some restrictions because at the first point we have built all our methods we need for the app inside this this part. So this will be for sure available. How deep we can go into the JSON protocol to build all your own, we had to see. Would be best if, because there is no name, if they come to me in the break, and then we can keep in touch for the next time, and then I can give more information. Thanks.
I think nothing for the moment on the online tool. Any other questions?
No,
There's another one on network, and maybe I take it. Is that okay?
For sure.
Okay. The question about network security, I would like to put it forward to the afternoon discussion if you need more details. In principle, it's quite easy. We try to encrypt communication by using libraries like OpenSSL, and we try to ensure authentication by exchanging of certificates. So this is the simple answer for the big auditorium. If you want to discuss this in more detail, please come to our afternoon session where we have time for that.
For WinCC/PCS7, you can buy a package called Advanced Process Graphics, which I think was somehow inspired by this new HMI standard that soon will be released. Do you plan to implement something like that also on WinCC UA?
Does someone know that? Sorry.
Advanced Process, you know that? The Advanced Process Graphics?
Sorry.
Probably Frank can answer this.
Yeah. Therefore,
maybe I say some word to this one. Currently, it's not in planning to do it for WinCC UA, but I had shortly a look to what these guys did, and it's very exciting, and we will have a look at it, and we probably also will bring it inside our products. But once again, this is definitely not for the next version, but we keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Some more questions in the audience?
Yeah, wait, there are two.
We got a question from Siemens France, so you should answer.
Yeah. Alexandre. The part is, yes, there is something planned, but for the version 3.14. Yeah. But if you want to have some hints how you can deal with that currently, but you have to do some manual, and we can talk.
Okay, there's another question from our new partner from Lebanon. What are the plans for planned 3D visualization and integration with Siemens Comos?
This is a very nice topic we would be very interested in. We had already a prototype running with this walkthrough company, which is now part of Comos. But to be honest, at the moment, we have so many things to do that we have no resources. Yeah? There is, in the Oimonis project, we had interfaced, or we do interfacing Comos and WinCC UA more on maintenance topics. And I think for us SCADA guys, what we should do is to try to get more in contact with Comos, because this is a very interesting tool in many industries. Mr. Trebinger is shaking his head, was the right name, because in oil and gas it would be very helpful in the engineering process. But sorry, no plans for the next version at the moment.
Schaust du mal dieses kommen, oder?
Some more from the audience? I'm afraid everybody's really hungry. Okay. And I thank you very much for being with us already this morning, and I would like to ask Martina to tell us how the day will continue. Thank you to all the speakers of this morning.
Thank you.
Welcome.